Hello, class. I'm really excited to talk more about rhetorical texts with you. And specifically, today we're going to talk about analyzing rhetorical texts. I hope you enjoyed the lecture and the text that you read, but now it's time for you to get your hands dirty and analyze a little of these rhetorical items. So a few things that you'll do as you click through this blend space, just to let you know where we're going today. You will meet several learning outcomes. For instance, you will identify meanings embedded in messages. You can articulate characteristics of mediated and non-mediated messages. And you'll recognize the influence of messages and the importance of communication in civic life. So all those standards are from the National Communication Association Learning Outcomes Guide, which we've been talking about in class. And also, you will meet NET standards that students plan and employ effective research strategies to locate information and other resources for their intellectual or creative pursuits. You will also evaluate the accuracy, perspective, credibility, and relevance of information, media, data, and other resources. Those are just a few of the learning outcomes I hope that you will get from this lesson. However, there are others. So the first thing you'll do, I have a playlist of speeches for you to watch. You'll go ahead and observe the use of metaphor specifically and other literary devices. So you'll do some evaluating by assessing and make sure you demonstrate your understanding by identifying. The next is kind of an activity where I have a website with a lot of different historical American speeches, presidential speeches, and you will read those, so remembering. But you will next, on the next page, you'll see a link to tldrify.com, and we've talked about this, but you'll basically take snippets of each speech that you feel like fulfills those things you're looking for. The use of metaphor, preserving national unity, story making, reframing, and parallel language. So what this website does, and you'll see instructions on the site, you'll just be able to clip little pieces of each speech, the text, and I want you to go ahead and send that to me once you've done that. So that's some applying and collecting, remembering and identifying. So that'll be good. The next thing you'll do is I have Padlet posted, and we've used this before. You're going to curate some things. I want you to go ahead and use a lot of your TLDR quotes that you made on TLDRify and add them to your Padlet. So you'll kind of curate that, and I also want you to try to find your own examples of national address and speeches that are use these literary devices, so creating, writing, and curating. Finally, I'd like you to make a podcast so you can reflect on everything we've done today. And it would be great if you wanted to add a link to your podcast onto your Padlet. Go ahead and add it in there. So we're going to post our podcasts on soundcloud.com. You can record it using anything you'd like. You can use Audacity or that's the best free one that I know, but there are a lot of others. If you have a Mac, you might have GarageBand. But go ahead and post that to SoundCloud and share it with the class on your Padlet site. And then also, I'd like everyone to comment on another person's podcast. So I'd really like for us to have a discussion using some podcasting, concluding, 1, what did you learn in this unit? 2, how common is parallel language? And 3, what types of metaphors did you find especially interesting now that you have a little more experience watching rhetorical acts and reading rhetorical texts? So I hope that you enjoy this lesson, and I look forward to seeing what you all post and to listening to your podcasts.